If I was ever given to choose between starting a business with 1 million US dollars and 1,000 kwacha, I would rather go for a 1,000 kwacha. Why? Because there are just so many lessons that I've learned within or along the way during this very time when I was starting my business with limited capital. Okay, so there are so many things that I've been taught by business, life lessons that I have been taught. And I think if I was given such a chance to choose, I wouldn't love to choose anything different from starting small. Okay, because this is where real people are built. This is where real business is built. Listen, a business is not run by what you have. A business is not run by a lot of stuff that you have. No, no, no. But a business is run by your spirit. Okay, your spirit runs the business. So if ever I was given to choose between a million and a 1,000 kwacha, I would rather go for a million, because the process that I'll go through to become that millionaire is what I really need. Most of the people, they don't really want to go through that process, but they want to get the end results. That's why it is very much frustrating for a person who is so much in a hurry to build stuff, when actually the stuff that you want to build, it will take time. Okay, it's like someone who wants to build stuffs in 1 month, in 2 months. They want to get profits from their businesses in just a few moments, in just few weeks and few months. Okay, it is very tough for such a person to build something that will live on and on and on. Listen, I don't despise the fact that speed is needed in the business. Yeah, speed is needed in the business, but there is a time when speed is really necessary, and now it is also necessary. But let me tell you this: at this time, for you to build, it might take you time. But at the moment where you reach, you've built and things start happening, it will be very much easy and very much faster for you to build even more bigger things in the future. Look at this. Elon Musk right now was talking about getting a 10 years plan to do it in 6 months. Okay, like you see, to say, okay, this one will take you 10 years to build, but you say, fine, I'll do this thing that is needed to be done in 10 years, I'll do it in 6 months. You see that? That's Elon Musk telling you that. But let's go back when Elon Musk was actually building his company. Was he actually building the company, the plan for 10 years into 6 months? No, it wasn't like that. It took him time. But at the moment where he is, he's trying to achieve that. Why? Because already the company was building is now giving him profits and is now on the top of the line. And that's why he can tell you to say, build this thing for 10 years in 6 months. But now, as you are just starting, I tell you what, it might take you time, a little bit of time, especially when you are starting small. Now, there have been so many life lessons that I have learned during this time when I started my phone accessory business, and so many things that I have learned that I prefer to share with you into this video. And for all those people that feel to say we wish to get started in the phone accessory business or any other business, these are the steps that I think you will learn, or these are the steps that you must not jump. That's why you need to start small so that you can build up on such things that I want to talk about today. And number one is starting small. It will teach you multiplication. It will teach you multiplication. Listen, if you mean well, when you actually start small, you actually have the need to multiply the smallest things that you have. Okay, can you imagine the stock that I have today in this shop of mine? It is way much. If I say, let me check where the 1,800 can end, maybe just when I just break here, maybe just this part is the only one that can give me 1,800. Maybe even just this can give me even a 2,000, because these screen protectors, there are more than 20 here, and I'm selling this at 100 kwacha. So just this line can actually give me more than the money that I started with. But now you look at this stock that I have, and that stock this side, and the stock this side, all these stocks, guys, and so many things that I've built for the business. Okay, and also this is not the only thing that I'm running. There's also another shop that I'm running in a different location. Look at that. What am I talking about? Multiplication. How much did it take me? What is it that I did for me to actually move from a 1,800 to learning two shops? Okay, so it will teach you multiplication. And that's why, if at all I just give you, say, okay, here is a 1 million, fine, you have that 1 million, but just a few days right after some few days we come to check on you, we might not even find the same 1 million. Maybe you might find the 500,000. Why? Because you have not learned the art of multiplication. And so many people come to me, they say, Sika, we want to get started. So many people from different countries, you know, as far as Cameroon, Senegal, Nigeria, all those countries, they come in my inbox telling me, no, Sika, I want to get started, but the capital is small, this is that. But my message has only been the same all the time. Start small. Start with what you have. If you have 1 million, fine. If 1 million is the small stuff to you, then start with that. If you have a 500, start with that. Me, I started small with the stuff that I was having actually. So when you start small, it will teach you the art of multiplication. That's why when you move from what you have to a million, when you reach a million, it will be easy for you to make another million. It will be easy for you to make another million and another million and another million. That's what we are talking about, guys. Aliko Dangote was actually starting his business. He was given a 3,000 US dollars, but now, right now, is worth in billions. Okay, why? Because when you start small, it will teach you the art of multiplication. So don't rush in saying, okay, I need a huge capital and all that stuff. No, no, no. This is one lesson that I've learned to say, when you start small, it will teach you the art of multiplication, right? The other thing is that starting small, starting with small money, it will work on your character. It will work on your character. It will build your character. There will be character development. Okay? Look at this, guys. Whatever that you are going to do with your business, it will help you, or it will make you, it will expose you to different kinds of people. Okay? And now, since you're small there, it will teach you how you can relate with people that are bigger than you, how you can relate with people that are on the same level with you, and how you can relate with people that are even much below than you. Okay? It will give you that character development. Okay? And now, when you look at some people when they enter into business, sometimes you find that someone is very arrogant. You see, when they are starting a business, maybe they've got temper, they've got what. But if you start your business as small as it is, it will expose you to different kinds of people. Okay, maybe you meet people that even have more temper than you. Okay, if at all your temper ends here, you meet people that have got tempers there. So now it will help you to know how you can navigate yourself, to know how can you move around, because you need money from people. As often as I tell you to say, you can't treat people like trash and expect them to give you cash. They can't give you their money. Okay, so for them to give you money, you have to treat them nice. Now you are treating people nice that don't care anything about you. Okay, they don't care actually. So the only thing that they want is the thing they want, and you want money from them. So for you to get money from them, you treat them nicely. And the art of treating people nice is something that is going to give you character development, because it will now teach you to say, okay, fine, this time I don't need to use my temper. This time I need to be sweet to these people, no matter how bad they are and all that stuff. In the end, you become a good person. That's why Jim Loan once said, it's not just having millions that we are concentrated about. No, it is not having millions, but it is what it will make you become. Okay, what you're going to become after having those millions. Why? Because you go through a lot of cycles, you'll go through a lot of things, you'll be exposed to a number of stuff. Some of the things are there to destroy you, but it will build your resilience, become strong, and at the end of the day, you'll find that you become a nice person. Okay, that's what has happened to me when I was getting started. There were so many things that I was fighting with myself, but as time goes on, I began to learn, okay, this is how I'm supposed to do things, this is how things move, this is how business will actually teach you, and it will give you character development. And if you start very huge, you're already proud and there'll be nothing to build. Okay, character development. And now, the other thing that I have seen to say starting small will help you with, it will help you build relationships. It will help you build relationships. Okay, so there are people who are suppliers, the ones that are supplying to you. There should be people, maybe your agents, the ones you are sending to help you. Maybe there should be drivers that are transporting staffs, all those people. You know, maybe you don't have adequate money for you to pay the drivers. It will teach you how to negotiate with them. It will help you build relationships with them. It will help you build relationships with agents. It will help you build relationships with suppliers and all that stuff. At the end of the day, when you become someone who is on top, you find that you have a lot of relationships around you, and this is what is important. Okay, right now you are failing to get started. Why? You don't have right people to mentor you. You don't know where you can order your stuffs. You don't know which people can you use, all those stuffs. Why don't you know them? It's because you have not started. But if you start with a small amount that you have, it will help you start building all these people. Okay, but now if I just give you $1 million US, maybe sometimes you might not even wish to learn about the people, to do what. Sometimes you might not even wish about that. Okay, but as you are building, you make sure that you build all those relationships. Last but not the least, okay, you will be the millionaire. Are you getting the point? Not you have millions, no. But when you start small, you will become a millionaire. Look at this. If I give you a 1 million, it doesn't mean you're a millionaire. No. You are the same person, but with 1 million. You say that. Why? Because you don't know what it takes to be a millionaire. You don't know what it takes to make a million. Okay? So if I give you that money, it doesn't do you any good. If anything, I'm just sponsoring your habits. If at all your habits are to drink, your habits are women, humanizing, your habits are what? If I just give you money, I'm just sponsoring the habits that you have. Okay? You just spend the money, and the moment the money will be done, that's when your mind will start working. Why? Because you didn't become that. That's why in the business era today, we have people that are millionaires, but they don't have millions. They are struggling with businesses, but their mindset, when given a million, they can be able to do mighty things and they can change the community. But you also have people that are not millionaires, but they only have millions. That's why at the end of the day, think about this. Your father, when they got their pension, okay, they said, okay, fine, we have this money, we need to buy farms, we need to do these things, we need to do that thing. At the end of the day, the pension is done and they have not done anything in that pension. Why? They were not worth that amount of money. But if you start small, you begin to build, you are becoming that thing in the process. That's why it is important to get the little that you have. You start with it, you start building, so that it works on you. You become that person, so that even when you reach to a million, you're only not having millions, but you're also a millionaire. That's what is important. Okay, so you guys, this is another exciting video. I hope you loved it. Okay, so if you love it, remember to subscribe, like the video, and also give me the comment. And remember, I still have the book that I am selling. I wrote a book about phone accessories business, and if you ever wish that you get hold of this book, you feel free to contact me on +260 979 510170, +260 979 510170, and you reach me. Good to see you here. See you next time. Bye bye.